Angry guy here, and well, this is an interesting one. So, millennials are the most stressed generation, and this is actually from Thrive Global. This is something that's affecting all of us, including myself as a millennial. As at the present moment, I will actually tell you guys that I am suffering because it's suffering from so I'm suffering from severe gastritis and potentially some really bad ulcers. Uh, I thought I was sick, went to the doctor. I was already on antibiotics. Turns out, nope, it's stress. So I know, and many of you are probably like, well, what am I talking about? So I think I told you guys earlier this week that my aunt asked me for money, and she's not speaking to me anymore, but she's just been pestering me for money. Well, looks like I'm not alone. According to numerous new reports, millennials are at serious health risk from various complications due to excessive amounts of stress. I will. I want to tell you guys just how bad the stress can is actually, and for those of you that don't understand what this means when you get to this point. So you could do everything you want to do. You could try to everything you could think of to try to reduce your stress, but no matter what, if it's in your mind, it won't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Like if you're stressed and you're trying to just play it off and ignore it, mm-mm, it'll sneak up on you and it will literally it'll get you. Stress will get you. You know, right now I'm having very serious heart issues, and I've had to start taking medication. And one of the things that really bugs me is my friend. She's like, "Oh, don't take the medicine. You don't really need it." But the thing is, my blood pressure is like 180. Okay, so I've had a couple of near heart attacks. Uh, and even with extremely high doses of blood pressure med, she's like, "Well, don't take it because I mean, it's not clearly not working." The thing is, like, right now, my blood pressure is hovering around 150, but it's without that blood pressure medication, it's 180 and above. So, and then the thing is, when my blood pressure is not uh when I'm not stressed, my blood pressure is like around the systolic is in like around a normal 110. I know you're like, what the heck? Yeah, yeah. When I'm not stressed, I don't need it, but I've been so stressed for the last couple of years that I have to take blood pressure medication for my stress. Okay, in high levels of it. It's a frightening thing. Like literally, I'm on blood pressure medication because I cannot control my stress. It's the most unbelievable thing you will ever hear. And this is what's happening with so many millennials right now. I'm actually on acid on these proton pump inhibitors. They basically reduce the amount of acid in your stomach, and I'm having massive amounts of buildup of stomach acid because of extreme amounts of stress. I mean, I've been working like 16-hour days recently, constantly. Yesterday was my day off, and I worked about 8 to 9 hours or more. Or maybe even 10 hours. You're like, how the heck does that happen? You wake up and you're like, okay, today is my day off, so I'm not working today, right? And then you're like, oh, well, you know what? At least let me get one video up because, well, YouTube. And then I'm like, oh, let me double check this and this. And before you know it, you've worked 8 hours. Okay? 8 hours. I'm telling you, this thing is such. I don't know what else to say. So let's read this article. Millennials receive flack for just about everything, but one reasonably accurate point is their prosperity for stress. An overload of cortisol has been dragging this generation down in recent years. You likely know the cause of your distress, but what about the rest of your peers? What keeps them up at night? The reasons are more complicated than you think. A few common denominators contribute to millennial stress rates, which you'll read about below, though it'd be more convenient to have one identifiable stressor. Most people deal with several, and millennials face a new set of situations other generations don't. The shining light in all of this, you're in the prime of your life and there's still time to improve. Guys, this is a horrible article. Keep reading to learn about what makes millennials tick. You may realize something about yourself, okay? So they're talking about social media and technology, workplace woes, unrealistic expectations. So basically, overbearing parents, millennials experience a lot of pressure to succeed, and many older workers are forthcoming about their dislikes for working with younger people, specifically millennials. Millennial, guys, this is just excessive. It's just excessive. Okay, our mental health count. And by the way, guys, this is not just me. Like, I'm like, it's guys, it's not just, and it's not. I want you guys to understand. Like, it is so far all over the place right now. Like, there's some serious breakdowns happening here on YouTube. So I like, let me stop. I'm gonna stop showing you guys that for a moment, and I want to show you something from a pretty big content creator. Okay, so I want to show you. Let me see here, millennial. Let me see if I could find it. So this is actually a channel about most, like, often Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball, and this guy, his name is Super Saiyan Prince. Super Saiyan Prince, you may not be able to tell, but he's extremely fit. This guy goes to the gym, he works out, takes care of his body. He has over 200,000 subscribers. He works on his videos, and he is breaking down. There's actually a massive breakdown on YouTube right now. It's something that the president of YouTube, CEO Susan, is well aware of. That a lot of YouTubers are breaking down, and now they're trying to promote so-called mental health. uh, I'm going to be honest with you. Truth be told, they don't care about us on this plat. Like, no, they don't care about us. Like, they say it, but they honestly don't. And and as YouTubers, for example, we're treated so terribly. We are treated terribly as YouTubers. Behind the scenes, many of you don't have any ideas what happens to us, and how, like, we are not protected by laws, anything. Like, this is how it is in 2000. Like, it's a very, very difficult platform to be on, and it's like, you don't have to make any you don't have to make any mistakes, like zero mistakes. Like, do you understand, there's a lot of times where your videos will get flagged for stuff that you make. So for example, you make content, you make original content, you put it on YouTube, you don't violate anything, you do nothing wrong, and then there's a copyright claim for your video. There's a copyright claim for your video because you were discussing a video game or a book or something, or you're talking about a song. No, no, let me tell you something. You didn't sing the song, you didn't show the video, none of that. But because you were talking about the specific topic of this, they claim your video and they start getting a cut from it, or taking all the ad revenue from your video. Okay? And you don't get a copyright strike, but you get like this little thing from YouTube, like, oh, but you've been naughty. You're not supposed to be using someone else's content. You're like, bro, it's just me sitting here talking into the camera. I didn't sing anyone's song. I didn't do, like, I didn't sing a song. I didn't show any clips. This is how it is. And this is and the funny thing is, like, guys, I make 600, sometimes $900, you know, and this is the stress that I have. This is how much money, how much stress do a lot of other millennials have that are bringing home $100 a day if they're lucky, or less than $100 a day. Because if I'm this stressed, living on, like, up to like 6 grand a month or more, or 9 grand a month, and I'm stressed with everything, how is it that other millennials, like, are surviving? Because it's crazy. I don't even live in the US, and I have so much stress because of mostly the US. I don't live in the US, but my stress, 99% of my stress comes from the US right now. All right? like literally, I'm dealing with taxes, and I don't live there. They're like, "Oh, we want taxes from." I'm like, but wait, why am I supposed to be paying taxes when I don't live in your state? Okay, and Mickey Turner reached out to me, and he mentioned like setting up an LLC and like a better and somewhere else. But the thing is, it wouldn't matter because the problem I'm going through right now is that they, like, for example, my company is incorporated in one state, but the state that where I'm a resident, technically I don't live there. I'm not a I haven't lived there in many years. I haven't lived in the country in many years. Okay, but just the fact that I was once registered a resident there doesn't matter that I don't step foot into the United States. They're still trying to tax me, okay, for tons and tons of money. And then, it's insane because now what they really want to do is they want to tax me in both states. So you pay taxes, and you literally pay, guys, you pay taxes in two states. Two states. They want you to pay taxes in two states. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. And then, like, if you call them up and you're like, yeah, listen, let me talk to my accountant. I need a little bit more time. They're like, yeah, we don't have any more. I'm sorry, we can't give you extensions, because they're trying to get the money out of you. All right. And I'm telling you guys, if you don't, it's thank God that I have virtually all my money in cryptocurrency, because all right, if it wasn't for that, I don't know. Thank God, because then they could just take it out of my bank account. And I've warned you guys, like, don't leave your money in the bank. Don't leave your money in the bank, okay? Don't leave it in the bank. Do not. It's like one of the worst. Guys, please don't leave your money in the bank. They take it. They will take the money out of the bank. I told you, my little brother sent me like this picture. We don't talk, but I've been getting some emails from him here and there, and he sent me a picture. And shoot, guys, like, as I'm making this video, I'm really really sick. So I'm having terrible gastritis. I thought it was an infection, but nope, it's just tons and tons of acid in my stomach from excessive amounts of stress. And like I said, Super Saiyan Paul, this guy is fit. He's a good looking guy. He's well known. I presumably well liked. I mean, look at his video: 2,000 likes, 25 dislikes. Well liked guy, and he's struggling hard right now with depression and anxiety. And guys, I'm telling you, it's like it's so frightening. It's frightening, and then, like, you feel helpless. I'm telling you guys, like, this is why I keep telling you guys need to move out of, move out of the if you're going through like extreme amounts like this. Like, I kept telling y'all that you need to move out of the US. And I'm going to finish up that expat course that I told you about, which is going to teach you how to move out of the US, because that's something y'all need to do right now. Y'all need to get out of the US, because it is just unbelievably stressful, and the amount of things that you have to put up with are just it's just ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Like, guys, I keep telling y'all, don't work for $20 an hour. Please stop with this nonsense of working for $20 an hour, because, like, you can't do anything with that. You can't do anything. You can't eat with that. All right, listen. You should, if you're, I do the math for you. Like, I could sit here and do the math for you. And I was doing it yesterday. I was thinking, like, doing the math. Like, if a person earns, $200 a day, this is how much money they really earn. And when you do the math, it's not that much money. You earn $4,000 a month. That's not that much money. $200 a day, okay, is $1,000 a week. $1,000 a week, that's $4,000 a month. After you take 30% of that, you're left with about $2,800. Okay, that's after you take off about 30%. You have about $2,800 left. You're like, yay, everything's good. Well, guess what? Guess what? From that 2,800, let's say you live in a place like Southern California, where the rent is like, or New York, where the rent is like $1,500 a month for a really not so nice apartment. $1,500 a month. Okay. 15 I mean, guys, like $1,500 a month for a pretty nasty apartment in a not so nice area. And and you're dealing with bug. And I know people like millennials living with bugs and roaches and all that other horrible stuff. All right, and let me think. Let's take off that $1,500, right? So you take off that 1,500 for the rent because all you got because they take 30,000. Guys, I'm telling you, like I'm laying here, like am I messing up this math? Because it's unbelievable. $1,200 left after they take the taxes, $1,500 in rent. You have $1,300 left after you've paid your rent. From that 1,300, you have to buy food. You have to pay for your car insurance. You have to cover all of these things. Okay, let's say you have some cheap insurance. Let's say 150 bucks for insurance, right? Take that out of there for your car insurance. How much are you going to spend in food? Let's say you spend $200 a month on groceries. For one person, that's not a lot, okay? Take that out as well. You're left with $950. $950. If you have a car payment, let's say your car payment is $200 a month. Okay, that's a fair number. You're left with $750. Okay, before you before you put anything towards fun, food, relaxation, anything, you're already down to $750 when you consider your car your car insurance. You're just spending $200 a month on food, okay, and car insurance, okay. And we haven't talked about anything else. We haven't talked about buying clothing. We haven't talked about fun and vacations. We haven't talked about anything else. You have to. So basically, you're supposed to live on and save 700 what $750 a month. Guys, this is coming from earning $200 a day. Okay? This is where I argue with people. Like I said, I can feel like vomiting. I have every reason to vomit. I have every reason to want to vomit. because because guys, if you're earning guys, I'm telling you, it's just excessively. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I just don't know what to say or what to do right now because I'm looking at like how my generation is going downhill right now with stress. Okay, but getting back to the math because I can't believe this math is even right. Like I pulled up a calculator because I just can't believe the math is right. I cannot believe this is impossible. Guys, how can this be possible? If you make $200 a day, 5 days a week, $4,000 a month, 30% of taxes out of that, all right, you're down to about 2,800 bucks. All right. And after you continue doing the math further, after you keep subtract, after you take off car insurance, rent, you take off these things, $750 a month. What are you supposed to do with that? Okay. What you put 500, guys, we haven't even talked about utilities yet. Okay. This is another one for you guys. Let's play with utilities. Let's subtract out utilities. Okay. Let's say how much you spend in electric. Let's say you spend $100 in electric. That's fair. All right. Subtract electric, 650. Heating. Okay. Because many of us have to, if you live on the East Coast, you're going to be paying a good amount in heating. I used to pay up to $500 a month. Okay. And if you try to use electric heaters, it's only going to cost you more. But guys, heating is expensive. Let's say 150 for heating. Okay. Let's say 150 for heating. For those of us that have to pay for heating, listen to me. A lot of people pay up to 500 a month. Heating is expensive. So you got $500 now, all right? And that's again, it's worse for a lot of people. $500. That's after you pay your utilities, and from that 500, you're supposed to do things like, well, I guess you can no longer buy lunch, so you're gonna have to bring your lunch every day. And wow, I forgot gas, guys. I forgot to factor in gas. Like, how much does gas actually cost? Let's subtract out gas, okay? So gas or travel expenses, the amount of money that it's going to cost you to drive to work or get around or to take the subway or bus or whatever it is you use, Travel expenses, to say about $200 a month in travel expenses is not wrong. Let's say $200 a month in travel expenses. Whether you decide to drive or you decide to take the bus, $200 a month in travel expenses sounds about right. Okay. So let's take that out. You're left with $300. So making $200 a day, working 5 days a week, making $4,000 a month. All right. Before we talk about fun, sun, or anything else, we are down to $300. Okay. And you have to hope that you don't have any kind of emergency, or else oh my goodness, the situation's only going to get even worse. So when I hear people saying something like, I'm rich, $200 a day, guys, and then here's the irony. Most of you aren't making $200 a day. Many of you, $100 a day. You think this is, it's unbelievable when I hear people talking about this. Like, do not, guys, I kept telling y'all, don't take jobs for this $20 an hour. All right. $20 an hour. Guys, you really need to be pulling in at least a good 300 to 400 or 500 a day. Okay. You honestly do. That's the only way you can actually survive and thrive. If you're, guys, most of us listening right now, if you're not living, you don't have property, you're not living extremely well, you can't live on this kind of money. $4,000 a month, guys, that's not money. It's not money. People are like, look at the math, guys. 4,000, what the heck is $4,000 a month? $200 a day. What is that? How are you supposed to live on that? Huh? And many of you don't even have that. This is not money, guys. This is not money. All right? We've been taken advantage of. Okay? This is insanity. You sit there and you do the math. And then here's the interesting. There's $300 right there. Okay? $300 right here. Oh, wait a minute. I have to pay my student loans, right? Oh, how much are you paying student loans per month? $300. Sometimes more. But you know what? They got it down to 300. Wait a minute. That's a zero. That's a zero. So now you have zero left after you pay your student loans, $300 in student loans. You now have nothing left. Okay? So how do you live? You can't, like, literally, you have a couple of choices. You can try living off credit cards, but and then pay the minimum balance, so the balance just continues to go higher and higher and higher. But yeah, you'll figure it out at some point. That's assuming that you still have access to credit cards, because many of us don't have access to them anymore. And guys, like I said, as soon as everything goes downhill, what do? They just take the money from your bank account. They lock up the banks and they take the money. They just take the money. Nature Monk says, wow, angry. Taxation in 2 states. That is sick. Taxation in 2 states plus the federal government. Welcome to America. And let me tell you something, Nature. They will chase you to the end of the earth. They will chase you to the end of the earth. See, you can't just move overseas and go. They want to know exactly where you are. They have to have your home address if you're overseas. They have to, like, literally, they will chase you overseas. Okay? They will chase you overseas. Overseas. This is not a game, y'all. Y'all millennials listening right now, they will chase you overseas for that money. Don't think that just because you leave the country, you're good to go. Like I said, a lot of millennials are moving into jungles and caves, going to the Amazon. That's the only way that you're gonna have have a chance at maybe getting away from this thing. But don't think you're just gonna go move over to Germany and chill and go relax and or go to no, it doesn't work like that, man. They will chase you to the ends of the world, earth. The government will chase you to the ends of the earth for a penny. For a penny, man. For a penny. And now with my boomer aunt asking for money after all the suffering I went through, that guys, that's how it is. She's like they're partying her life away, and she wants money for me to subsidize her retirement because she needs to live her life and have fun and style. Look, like this is how she talks. Like she's like, I have to have my fun now. Like I'm doing this retirement thing. It's supposed to be glamorous, and I need to. And she wants me to go fund it. I actually blocked her. I blocked my aunt, deleted her messages, and blocked her. My friends were like, just block her, stop talking to her, and I blocked her, and it just like hit me in the stomach. And I'm looking on, it's like it's a constant thing. Susan is aware of it. The CEO of YouTube is aware of it, that many YouTubers are breaking down. It's because of everything, specifically millennials, because of all the stress that we have in our lives. And I told you, like I put out the videos yesterday, that many like the millennial generation will not survive the next economic downturn, this incoming economic crisis, because we don't have any money. Okay, like we're already wiped out. You can't, guys, a generation that's already been overworked and overtaxed and overstressed, what happens? They basically completely crash. They complete like I mean, we it cannot there's nothing left for us, man. There's nothing left. Cryptonomy says, bro, I use electric heaters. At angry the someone told my mother told us with eviction. We were never lied. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'm sorry to hear that. So, like, I mean, it seems like there's all kinds of lies happening out there. Nature says if you have $2,000 or plus, it's good here. Guys, listen. Yeah, yeah. Nature, listen. In the U.S., you can't live off $2,000 a month. You can't $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month. The- $2,000 a month. Maybe where you are, not in the U.S. $2,000 a month. First off, you need to take 30% off that. Got to take off the taxes, all right? And then we can talk about how much money we really have to work with, okay? You can take off 30% of that, and then we can start then we can start talking about how much money we really have to work with. You don't have 2,000, you have something. We have That's in the US. After you take out your taxes, that's more like what, $1,400. All right, Nature Monk says middle class is gone in the U.S. It absolutely is. 2,000. That's like $1,400 after they take taxes away from it. All right, $1,400. If you make 2,000 U.S., that's $1,400, and we just did the math. Okay, $1,400. You can't even pay your rent in some places with that. Okay, in many places you can't even pay your rent. Your rent. You can't pay your rent with that. How are you going to pay your rent with that? And here's the funny thing for you. $2,000 a month. That's you want to that's $100 a day, 5 days a week. All right. Some of y'all are asking me questions, and I'm trying to let y'all know, stop working for this kind of money. Stop it. Okay? Stop working. Stop working for this kind of money, because some of y'all are out here doing this and you're not listening. I'm telling you, stop working for this kind of money. You cannot survive with it. Stop saying that you're just gonna wait until things improve a little. They're not improving, they're getting worse by the day. They are absolutely getting worse by the day. Just like Nature said, the middle class in the U.S. is gone. Okay? Peanut butter money. Yeah, there you go, Cryptonomy. It's peanut butter money, guys. Peanut butter buddy. All right? Guys, like I'm in such pain right now. I want to puke. And it's funny because I need to go. I've got so much work to do. Oh my gosh, I've got so much work to do. And I got all this work to do while my aunt is having the time of her life. Like literally, she's playing like the song, like she's dancing away the night, and she wants me to go finance that. You gotta be kidding me, guys. I, us millennials, we're also aging rapidly. Like our hair is turning gray, like 34 years old, and we're like fully grayed, like completely covered in gray hair. Like we're completely covered in gray hair, and we start looking old. Our skin has worn away. I was sitting with this lady yesterday, and we're the same age, and I looked at her and I was like, oh my gosh, she looks so old, so much older. And I was like, wow, this is how badly she had a 13-year-old daughter. And I was like, what the heck is going on? This is how, and it's not just her, it's like, this is how, like, you could see the stress on her. You could see the stress. You could see how stress had worn her down. And it was like it just bothers me so much, because I'm like, this is my generation. This is my generation, and I'm looking at the faces of my generation like, this is not right. Like guys, these my people my age are starting to look older than my parents. People my age are starting to look older than my parents, okay, who are in their 60s now. And it's an ongoing pattern. You don't see people from the baby boomer generation walking around looking like us. Like we're looking haggardly, and we're looking haggardly. Our hair, that's not dye. That's not dye. It's really gray. It's really gray. That's not dye. I'm telling you guys, my stomach. I'm telling you guys, my stomach, like, you guys don't want the stress. You don't want it. And so many of you are like not doing what you're supposed to be doing, because I keep telling you to go out there and start working and making you, like, don't take, I told you, stop this game right now where you're out there working for like if like $15 an hour. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Like who in their right mind is doing something like this? I keep stop doing it. Stop it. Stop it right now. Okay? You have to be making at least you should be making at least $300 a day. I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all are going to think $300 a day? $300 a day? I just showed you what $200 a day will get you. Okay? All right. I just showed you what $200 a day will get you. All right. What do you think this is? Okay. At least with $300, you can still afford food. Not much else, but at least if you're doing about $300 a day, you can still afford food. Many of you guys haven't noticed, but the truth is that the cost of living has increased so much that you can't really live a comfortable life on anything really under $100,000 right now. To say that you can is a joke. There are a lot of people who are saying, "Well, I live in another state, and things are different here." Let me tell you something. A lot of the older people that are saying this, they have something that we don't: generational wealth. See, the boomers, they inherited tons of stuff from their parents, and they're still taking stuff from their parents. On the other hand, all the stuff that they inherited from their parents, they turned around and sold it and made a profit off it, and they've been living off it for the last 50 years. Okay? While we haven't inherited anything. The only thing that we're inheriting is debt. The world's youngest prime minister, right after she was sworn in. This happened like I don't know if it was yesterday. The world's youngest prime minister, I think in like Finland, like moments after she was sworn in, she was immediately warned of the troubling of the economic crisis that facing the world. And yeah, something needs to be done about that. Guys, I was like literally, and I said this was gonna happen. Like I told you guys, like you guys are gonna think like, oh, like there's all this great stuff, and I'm telling you that, like, you're gonna take when the millennial, like we're gonna take over. You're gonna go look in the vaults, go to the FDIC. First off, we're not even supposed to be able to get into the Fed, but we go to the vault. We're like, oh man, we're broke. We need some money, man. So we go to the vaults. And we're like, we open up the vaults, force the vaults open because we need some money. So like, okay, there has to be tons of gold and diamonds, at least some silver in here. And you open up this big vault and you look inside, and the only and you think at first, oh man, look at all this money in here. And then you realize it's not money. They're invoices. These are all bills. These are bills, some of these dating back to the 1800s that still need to be paid. All right? Dating back to the 1800s that still need to be paid. All right? And they're still sending new bills, new invoices, okay? A bunch of guys, a bunch of IOUs, IOUs, all right? That please pay. Like what the heck? What is this? Guys, I gotta give them credit. They made us foot the bill. They really made us foot the bill. They did. They did. Cause like this is it. All these guys, we have all these bills to pay. All these bills to pay that we didn't even create. We're paying for the prosperity that people enjoyed for the last 50, 60 years. They got us good. They got us good. Oh my gosh. Cryptonomy says, oh my goodness. Yeah, guys, like you hear the pain, like I'm feeling so bad. Angry, try eating hard toast or soup. It might help. I took it before too. Thanks, bro. I'll definitely check that out. I'll definitely check that out. Snowflake, what's this guy? Special flower drifting in the wind, Mickey. There he is. All right. There he is. All right. Nature says 2000 after taxes. No, I said 2000. Let me see here. Angry guy, thanks, bro. I know you're looking to move away from 2020. Petting's money is mobile phone top-up money. Guys, mobile phone top-up money. Guys, this is commissary money. Y'all, I grew up in New York, all right? And we used to have this place called Rikers Island, man. This is commissary money. Guys, we out here working for commissary money. Your commissary is when you know like how you have you have an account in jail, and in jail you can put a little money on the account, and then they can and then you can use it to like buy food in there, like like chips or stuff like that. You can buy stuff from jail, but you just have to have money in your commissary. Guys, this is commissary money, man. This is commissary money. Commissary money. All right, and we're not getting it for free. We're out here working hard for that commissary money too. And then on top of it, we can't even buy everything in the commissary. You're like, oh, I'm an adult. I can buy whatever I want in the No, you can't. No, you can't. Guys, we can barely afford commissary food. We have to budget out. We have to budget out before even going to the Our commissary is the grocery store. Let's be real about it. Let's not dance around the subjects. Our commissary is the grocery store. All right, it's real right now. Guys, something interesting for those of you. If you had invested $1 in Bitcoin in 2009, that investment would now be worth $90,000. Just want to point that out. If you had invested $1 in Bitcoin, that investment would now be worth $90,000 in 2019. Oh my goodness. Vicky says angry socialism where they take from the needy to give to the greedy. Oh my goodness. Innocent flower. Innocent flower Turner, right? Oh, look here, innocent flower Turner. Guys, it's really like that. They just take it from you and they give it to the greedy, and they make you keep on paying. Like I said, guys, if you don't want to feel like this, you should definitely check out an Expats Guide to Decentralized Banking and Off the Grid Living. And in this long-awaited course, you're still going to be able to learn how to make purchases at stores with debit cards and have the freedom to do online banking. Okay, but you're going to be able to do all of this using crypto, and you can basically do this without the use of any bank account. Do everything, all online banking using cryptocurrency. You'll be able to use debit cards and credit cards without having a bank account. and it'll be powered entirely by crypto. You'll do direct deposit to crypto, living off the grid using crypto, crypto to cash conversion methods, and vice versa. Withdrawing and depositing thousands per day using crypto, sending and receiving money to and from anywhere in the world, and then converting it to cold hard cash immediately. And then we also have advanced banking without using banks or crypto. This course, $299.99, usually goes for $600. Price will be going up. I strongly suggest you pick up the course ASAP. Get out of the banking system. We also have tons of other amazing courses, including an introduction to cryptocurrency. And you'll be able to it's really easy to find all of those courses on the website. I have a bunch of new courses that I'm working on for you guys as well, including how to live, survive, and thrive off only crap coins and never work again. So that course is on the way. I'm just finished putting up the pretty touches on it, and then I'll drop that for you guys. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let me see here. Kryptonomy says, angry. My former friend told me where there's actual treasure in the UK. Be good to go look for it, bro. Don't listen to your friend. Don't listen, guys. Listen to the Kryptonomy is telling me that his friend told him that there's some kind of there's actual treasure in the UK. No, bro. It's a trap. It's a trap, dude. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap, dude. It's a trap. Listen to me. Don't trust your friend. All right. Don't trust your friend. Do not trust your friend. It's a trap. It's an actual trap. Like, guys, do you remember what I told you about in my other video about how they're gonna have the vans out there talking about saying with free Wi-Fi on it, free Wi-Fi. Like it's the Millennial van. Oh, free Wi-Fi. Oh, look, Nintendo Switch. Oh my gosh. Guys, listen, kids. If you see a van that says free Wi-Fi on it, don't go to it. Oh, we've got Wi-Fi and guys, listen. This. You know how they really get you? Free Starbucks and Wi-Fi. Oh, look, it's a Starbucks van, man. Look, we got mocha frappuccino. We got all this. Just get in the van, man. Just get in the van. Just get in the van. Listen to me. Listen to me, guys. Don't now the crazy stuff is really starting to happen. Got people going around talking about, bro, there's really treasure. I know where it's listen, bro. Listen, we from a couple generations ago, there was treasure that was lost, but we know actually where it is. It's actually under the graveyard over at Buckingham Palace. A lot of people didn't know this. Listen, no, I've got good word on it. So why has no one else gotten it already? Listen to me. Listen, we can go and get this. It's there. This is for us. We're gonna make, guys. This is crazy stuff. Crazy stuff, guys. This is what the millennials are out here trying to go treasure hunting. Treasure hunting. Oh my gosh, guys! The level of delusion that has just taken over my generation. When we out here talking about, I'm gonna go hunting for treasure. I'm gonna go hunting for treasure like poker, like I'm looking for Pokemon. Oh my gosh, we have Mastering Crap Coins, how you find crap coins that will make you massive profit. That's one of the great courses in Expats Guide to Decentralized Banking and Off-the-Grid Living. We have Making Massive Profit Off Cryptocurrency in a Global Recession. We have the crypto for not so intelligent people coming course. That course is $4.99. We have Use Crypto to Make Massive Profit and Convert Stocks to Cash Instantly. Incredible course. We have what else do we have in here? Making Massive Profit Mining Cryptocurrency. Like I said, you're gonna want to pick that up. And of course, there's a ton of other courses. I'm just going to go through some more of them. We have how to make massive profit from ICOs without investing in them, how blockchain actually works, make massive profit without taking massive losses, how to choose crypto and invest in altcoins that will increase by 100,000 times and make you massive profit. We have the strategy you must use to become a crypto millionaire. We have convert cryptocurrencies without using an exchange. We have how to quickly withdraw your cryptocurrency in cash from any ATM and other crypto to cash conversion methods, how to time the crypto market and make massive profit, how to take profit from cryptocurrency and not lose your entire investment. And of course, there's how to get tons of valuable cryptocurrency for free without mining or paying for it. That course is 600, usually goes for 3,000. It is not a joke. You do want to use this course because it's going to it's going to help you to eat when the economy hits and you can't do anything. We have how to buy Bitcoins anonymously and through secret methods, and how to choose and invest in altcoins that will increase by 10 times to 1,000 times or more, mastering the Ethereum wallet and blockchain. Introduction to Day Trading Cryptocurrency for a Living. That course is 1749, usually goes for 3,000. Of course, Introduction to Cryptocurrency. That course usually goes for 900. You can get it for 300. You can find a link to cryptomoney.academy in the description of the video if you want to pick up the course, any of these courses. Like I said, you should definitely be picking up the expat course. You should definitely pick up the expat course and get your money out of the bank. Creating your own bank using crypto, because that's what I call it, the bank of crypto. And you basically create what works. You build something that works for you, so you don't have to put up with that crap, because that's really what it is. That's absolutely what it is. Okay, this is the course. And it's going to help you to get the job done. Because if you don't want to be out there, if you don't want to be dealing with this stuff, then you really need to use your head. You need to use your head, because this is a miserable situation, guys, that we're living in right now. This is a miserable economy that we're living in right now. And if we don't wake up and admit that we need some help, and that we have to take control of this, we have to act quickly, then we're going to get caught up in this. Like I said, homelessness is not fun. It's a horrible thing. And I always said I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. As I'm like, guys, like I said, I'm here making like $300, $600 a day. All right, $900 a day, and I'm stressed for cash. Okay, I'm stressed making $900 a day, guys. $900 a day or more. Okay, I pull in over $900 a day or more, and I'm stressed. And you're out there getting $20 an hour and thinking this is a game. Guys, listen to me. They're going to come for the student loans. All right. They're coming after me. They're going to come after you. They come after you for the student loans. They're going to come after you for all the taxes. Y'all think it's a game. This is not a game, y'all. This is not a game. The IRS, they will chase you to the ends of the earth for a penny. All right, for a nickel and dime, they will chase you for a penny. They will chase you to the ends of the earth for a penny, and then they will start slapping on fees on that penny. Oh, you owed us a penny. Sorry, but the minimum penalty for not paying is like $4,000. What? Yeah, you should have paid that penny when you had the chance. But we'll break it up into payments for you. I am so serious. That's how they work. They're like, oh, we're required by law to do this. I have so how I make money online. I have my courses business, but I'm also a cryptocurrency developer. So I have that. I also do day trading. I get tons of free cryptocurrency, lots of that. And I'll sell it, or I'll use the ICO course, because I actually use the courses myself. I'll use the ICO course, and I'll generate some extra money using ICOs. You're like, how? There's one good thing about with crypto is that if you're broke, you can find so many ways to make money with crypto, because like you can make a lot of money overnight with crypto, like literally. Okay, literally, you learn that in the courses. So that's that. I haven't had a bank account in so many years. Like I haven't used a bank account in like 2 to 3 years. I haven't used one, and I do so much more banking than any of you can for the most part. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let me see what this guy say. Mickey says, angry, they take from the needy to give to the greedy. Talk to me so I can tell you how to legally. Yeah, so yeah, guys, in terms of the taxes, I'm actually gonna put up a tax guide for you guys, like, because I do understand some taxes, but I'm gonna Mickey, I'll talk with you privately after I'm done. But I'm actually gonna start putting together like a tax course for you guys, because I know that you guys A lot of you guys are like, what the heck? How do I get out of these taxes? I'm going to give you a tax course. I put out together a tax course to help you guys. My situation is a little bit more advanced because of the way I formed my company. But there's a bunch of things you can do to, and to be honest with you, it's different for me because at least I have an LLC, so at least I have some protection. A lot of you can't even afford to start an LLC. An LLC is not exactly as cheap as you think to start. Plus, there's registering the trademark. It's not all fun and games. Anyway, guys, there are links to all the courses in the description of the video. All right. And like I said, with this specific course, you can find it with this specific course, you can find it on Crypto Money. With all these courses, you can find them on cryptomoney.academy. The link is in the description of the video. Like I said, it's time to go out there, get your money, start living, start making a change, because right now no one's going to be out, no one's watching out for us. It's only you, it's only God. So it's just you and God, you and Jesus. So, start learning, start building up that money. Or like I said, homelessness is not a fun, but one of the first things you need to do is get rid of that bank account that you've got. Okay, get rid of that bank account, man. Get rid of that bank account. Okay, because they're gonna take all your money. They're gonna take all of it. They don't want a little bit. They want it all. They want it all. All right. Let me see. Meek says, "Are LLCs files as corporate partnership in your state?" I'll be honest, I don't even know. The thing is, I know that for the federal government, I'm actually a corporation. So like I'm an S corp. So I'm thinking I don't know how the state counts it though. I would assume the same, but they probably should never assume because the states are just a pain in the. Anyway, guys, that's everything. Go get your money, love Jesus, get your money, and be good to each other. Oh my gosh, my stomach hurts. Cryptonomy, what the heck? Yes, I'm looking serious contract, looking when available, either the loan agent, as you can make a lot of money on that, or something. Yeah, guys, don't go working for, like I said, only work jobs now where you can make more money. Like you can make money on your terms. Like you can get tips, you can do something. You can don't guys, we're in trouble, man. We're in trouble. Like I said, for you, it's a minimum from now on, guys. It's a minimum of $300 a day. All right, minimum. That's how much you have to be making. A minimum of $300 a day. Minimum of $300 a day. Minimum. If you're not making a minimum of $300 a day, then you're doing it wrong. Okay. You cannot survive or thrive. You need to be making a minimum of $300 a day. There are no government programs coming to save us or bail us out. All right. There's no bailouts for us. There was no social security for us. There's no pension for us. Okay. There's just cold hard work. All right. Or jail. I'm just being real with y'all. Okay. Or the homelessness. Point is, there ain't nothing good. Look, we don't got too much good to look forward to. So you all need to go out there and start getting your money. And I'm not talking about this joke money, this broke money. I'm talking about this goat money. Okay, greatest of all time money. I'm gonna let y'all go now. All right, check y'all later.